Vermilion County has a very rich history and heritage. Abraham Lincoln traveled through Vermilion County, rode this circuit, practiced law in the Vermilion County Courthouse. Before Abraham Lincoln, there were a number of Native Americans who roamed this rich soil. One of the great advantages we have in remembering that is that we have a Vermilion County Conservation District that teaches us about that heritage, how to preserve it, and how to enjoy it for generations yet to come, by teaching thousands of school children what conservation is all about.
I'm here at the Education Center of Kennecott Park. While I was at outdoor school, I learned that pawpaw trees grow in the forest by the streams. These trees are important because lots of animals eat these trees.
I learned about crayfish. Crayfish live in damp, muddy areas. The crayfish kind of looks like a lobster. We found one in Kennecott Park. Go find one!
I learned about duckweed here. It's a little plant that grows on water. It doesn't grow on water that has pollution. Most farmers grow duckweed because it can be eaten by cows, horses, and even chickens.
Now in the classroom, and this is part of your schooling called outdoor school, so you are here to learn, but I think you are going to discover that it's a very fun type of learning experience. But we do have some indoor classroom work to do each day before we get out into the wilds to learn about all the different plants and animals that inhabit the natural areas like I mentioned.
So once again, when you're eating your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're eating, so far, wheat plant, peanut plant, and of course if you have grape jelly, you're eating the grape plant. So if you eat a pork chop today, you're eating corn, because that's what the hog ate to produce its meat.
Hey kids, up on the hill, up in the trees, you'll notice a lot of birds flitting around in the tree branches. Looks like it's a flock of blackbirds. At this time of the year, some of the birds are migrating south.
The Kennecott Environmental Education Center has always been a priority project for both the Vermilion County Conservation District Foundation and the Vermilion County Conservation District for the past few years. It has also been a dream for our own education staff as they strive to offer quality programs, but the facilities have just not kept up. Outdoor School is the flagship program for teaching conservation education. Our goals have always been to set the highest standards, but likewise, we need the facilities. Let's make this a reality together.
So the plans for this new outdoor education center and conference center fit so well into the mission of our Vermilion County Conservation District. This will be a state-of-the-art green design building. Things that we've not seen around here will be incorporated. A permeable asphalt parking lot so that we don't get water runoff. A green sustainable roof. Geothermal heating. Solar techniques. And that will work on a very bio-conscious septic system. So we not only will be able to teach children about this rich heritage, our soil, what we've been able to grow here for well over 100 years, but how we must sustain that. Some of the things we'll have to do to be able to grow crops that will feed us and fiber that will clothe us in what is becoming a more endangered, I guess is the word we want to use, ecosystem. And never in our history has it been more important to teach children about this, and in a center that will lend itself to that, and not only to our outdoor education, but a conference center where all kinds of groups can come together.
Obviously, as a former educator As an elementary principal, I was able to send hundreds of students here over the course of 12 years to the outdoor program here at Kennecott. Hundreds also go to the programs down at Forest Glen. So we've had thousands countywide use this facility as part of a very important part of their curriculum in the county. A new education center would truly enhance the facility.
This conference center not only beneficial to the schools and to the children, but also an asset to the community as a whole.
How important is the Education Center to Vermilion County is the economic value of the Education Center. Where can you go in Vermilion County where you can bring up to 500 people for sporting award banquets, weddings, political gatherings, any kind of gatherings? We're losing those to our partners on the west and the east.
I can say that thousands of our students go out there every year for field trips or even for nature classes, especially in 4th grade. It's such a wonderful opportunity for our boys and girls to learn about nature, about conservation, about animals and plants.
As the lead sponsor of the Leave No Child Outside resolution in the Illinois State Senate, I know how important it is for the physical and mental development of our county's youth to be connected to the outdoors. And that's why I'm happy to see the Kennecott County Park Education Center moving forward.
We've been blessed by having a conservation district in Vermilion County that has provided green space, multi-use recreational space. In fact, we have in Vermilion County on a per capita basis almost as much, if not more, green space than any county in the state of Illinois. We're proud of that. We want to continue that. And this outdoor education center, 500-person capacity conference center, built to the latest standards of sound, ecology, and green standards, will be a crown jewel in the future of education, conservation, and historical perspective, and bring not only all of that into the 21st century, but will do so in a way that is gentle and kind to our environment and will help train and educate young children for years to come about the diversity of our ecology and the importance of protecting it, and how fragile what we often take for granted, how fragile it really is. Good topsoil, trees, plants, green space, a diversity of wildlife. All of these things will add immeasurably to the quality of life.
In Vermilion County, we have a solid tourism industry, but as we move into the future, it is imperative to add new and needed facilities to meet increasing demands and strengthen our existing attractions. From group tours to corporate and association meetings, the Kennecott Environmental Education and Conference Center will give us access to new and different markets. This center will meet the needs of residents and visitors alike.
As chairman of the Vermilion County Conservation District Foundation, I am fortunate to represent 12 members dedicated to helping the Conservation District provide additional funding for specialized projects. The Kennecott Environmental Education Center is by far the largest project that we have undertaken in our 25 years of existence. With the support of the local community, we are going to make this dream a reality.